Hey, what's up guys? Today I thought I would take you on a tour around my Lego room. This is by no means complete, but it is now at the point where we can kind of see what it will look like when it's done. So the first thing when you see when you walk into the room are these drawers, and on top of there we have the Slave 1, which does need dusting. That goes for pretty much everything in this room. It all needs a good dust, but that's sitting there. We've also got this, I can't think of what the name is, but it's these small modulars. It's a really rare set, which not many people know about, so it's a really cool collector's item to have. Next to that we have the tumbler, and this does need fixing. There are quite a few pieces which are missing from this, so I do need to go through the instructions and fix that. But next to that we have a really old Batmobile, and this again does need fixing. It's just minor things like there's a piece missing here, but it shouldn't take too long to fix that. And this is a really old set, so it's really nice to have this. Next to that we have one of my favourite sets in this room, and that is the UCS Falcon. Again, this does need some minor fixes. It's things like this is sitting too high and it's not going down for some reason, and then over here this won't go down properly. I have no idea why, but that just is going to need half an hour to fix, and that'll be perfectly fine. Behind this we have two minifig frames, a Batman one and a Lego Movie one. These aren't going to stay here, they will eventually go up on the wall, but we haven't got around to doing that yet, but that will happen very soon. Moving over, we have our Lego City, and this isn't complete. We just threw this together in a couple of hours, but I think it's looking quite cool. We've got all the modulars in the background with Santa on top because it's Christmas and why not. Next to that we've got the Disney Castle, Disney Training Station, which are really cool. We've got a Monster Fighter's house, and then we've also got a Winter Village section as it's Christmas. As I said, this isn't complete and we will be making many changes to this very soon. On the back as well, we do have another Batman frame which will go up on the wall. Again, we just haven't got around to doing that yet. Under the table we have 4 boxes of Lego. These are all sets which either are going to go out on display or are going to be broken down, as they're quite small sets which we can't really display as there isn't enough room. Eventually we are going to condense this down into around 1 box hopefully, but that isn't going to happen yet as that is quite a big job. But above the bed we have our minifig wall. Like I said, there are going to be more frames added, one there, and then one up there as well. The only frames that are on the wall at the moment are the Star Wars ones. We have the good guy Resistance Jedi frame. We've got the Imperial bad guy frame, if you will. And this is a mixture of the two because we ran out of room in both the other frames. But it is mostly organised. We've got all the astromech droids at the top, and then there's Resistance troopers, Imperial officers and things like that. And then finally on this side we have the frame which has no organisation at all. This does need fixing, it's just all been thrown in there as we've run out of room. The reason why the plates are white is because we ran out the black ones. These aren't stuck in, they're just placed on top at the moment, but we will swap that out for white and stick them down. With these frames, they all look quite jagged and crooked. That is because all the frames are kind of like bowed in the middle. So what we're going to do is we are going to be changing these frames to new ones. We do have one down there ready to go at the moment. But that is our minifig wall at the moment. We are obviously going to be adding the Lego movie frame there, and then the 2 Batman frames, one there and there. But then moving over onto this, we have this bed stand, which has my Funko Pops here, which are all stuck down, and I just like these. These look quite cool. Behind them, I have my life-size Luke's lightsaber. This was sent to me by Demon Hunter Bricks. I will leave a link to it if you want to buy it in the description. It's a really awesome build, and it just looks awesome. We've also got this cool 3D light of a stormtrooper. I really like this. And when there's no other lights on in the room, it does actually brighten up quite a bit. And then finally for this table, we have my Brickheads collection. This is all organised, so we've got the 3 Disney ones at the beginning, and then we've got the Star Wars ones, the Harry Potter ones, and then a couple of Batman ones at the back. Next to them, we have these lights, which are currently lighting up the room just to make it look a little bit nicer, but they are for when I do my reviews with the light tent over there. Behind these, we have got these shelves, which these are huge, and they're going to go back because they're too big. They're going to get swapped for smaller ones, which I do have one at the moment, which I'll show you in a bit. But next to that, we have the desk where all the videos are made. There isn't much Lego on here, as it's nice to break it up, but there is this calendar thing. It's a really cool set. It's just got the numbers on these blocks, and then you can change it depending on the date. But we've got TV there. This is the computer that I use to edit and make all my videos. And then there's this computer which doesn't get used, it's just there for safekeeping at the moment. We've got my mic, which is what I record with. That just swings across whenever I need it, and then it just swings back when I'm done with it. Under the desk we have this Lego book collection, which is awesome. A couple of games and things, and then cameras and Xbox and things like that. But above the desk there is my Imperial Propaganda, if you will, poster, which looks awesome. It's Endor, Defend the Empire. It's a really cool poster, and it's really nice addition to the room. On the other wall we have one of the floating shelves that I talked about a couple of minutes ago. It's really cool. It's got the Shelter Tidarium on it, which I did make that stand. It's quite small, I just don't have the guts to make it bigger and put the wings out properly. But there's also Krennic Shuttle, and then the UCS Hulkbuster. We are going to add a couple more of these shelves. 2 on here. There's going to be one there, which is probably going to hold all of our X-Wings, and then another one on the top, which is going to have something in it. But now, finally, we have this awesome thing. I can't remember what you call it, but on top it's got the UCS Star Destroyer, which looks awesome, and it was a pain to get it up there, mainly because I was holding it wrong. I presume that you've got to cradle it from the bottom, like you do with the UCS Millennium Falcon, but that is wrong, and that's why everything kept breaking every time I tried picking it up. But I did finally manage to get it up there, and it does look awesome. I do like having it at the top because you can see all the underneath detail as well, which is always very nice. But below that we have the TIE Fighter, which is on this cool stand. I can't remember where we got it from, but it's a really cool clear stand which has the set number and piece count on it, which is really nice. Got a few more sets on here. There's a Star Destroyer, which doesn't compare at all to that, which is quite funny. There's the AT-AT, which is quite nice. And then there's also more Star Wars minifigs. Quite a lot of these are duplicates from the frame, but we do need to go and sort through them. Below here we have Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter, and next to that we've got Kylo Ren's shuttle, which I really like. The wings come out and fold down, it's really cool. Much better than the first one. Next we have BB-8, which is on his stand, very nice. And then there's also the R2-D2, which is very nice as well. There are a few bits in here which do need sorting. It's just Disney collectible things which have nothing to do with Lego, but I like them, so that they need sorting and putting somewhere. I'm not too sure where yet. But below that we have Millennium Falcons. This is the one from the Solo movie. We've got this one, which is the newer one, and then there's this old one, which looks quite cool. And then we've also got this micro one. I believe this came from a Christmas advent calendar, but it's quite cool to see in size comparison. And I do also enjoy looking at the size comparison there as well. That's quite fun. But putting that back, on the bottom shelf we have a few more sets, like Jabba's Hutt Sail Barge, which is the main and coolest one down here in my opinion. But that is that. Like I said, this room is not complete at all yet, but it is at the point where it is getting there and looking really nice in my opinion. It's been a lot of fun putting this room together, as we started from scratch completely, got new things, and it's been quite good. But I'll definitely do another room tour when it's all complete, so be sure to stay tuned for that. But that is about it for now. If you did enjoy this video, then please give it a like as well as subscribing, as it does really help out the channel. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.